VTS Seahorse, breaking away from Marchand Wharf bound, 106 berth outside Sea Green.
Seahorse VTS with caution, please. Swap Express passing 101 for the container.
VTS Seahorse, all copy, ma'am, thank you.
Celebrity Apex. Celebrity Apex VTS received. Thank you.
Southampton VTS, Grand Phoenix, afternoon.
Grand Phoenix, Southampton VTS.
VTS Grand Phoenix, afternoon to you, 9.6 metres deepest draft, no declared defects. She's off to Jebel Ali with 22 on board, 22 plus myself. No declared defects, closing up the ramp and her looking to get underway for 16:30, 1630.
Grand Phoenix VTS received traffic information about to lift off from 101 is the Celebrity Apex. She's heading. Emerald Princess has got a slight delay to her sailing, but she was due away at 1600.
The VTS Grand Phoenix, you're making and braking. Got the Celebrity Apex away very shortly. Where's she swinging?
Grand Phoenix VTS, just stand by, I'll double check. Celebrity Apex VTS. Question, where will you be swinging?
Yeah.
All received, thank you, off the berth, break. Grand Phoenix VTS.
Yeah, VTS, she's swinging off the berth, thanks a lot. And have they got a provisional from the Emerald Princess?
No.
No, okay.
15 minutes.
Yeah, cheers, thank you, 15.
Ahoy, shipmates! I've only just managed to get back into my cabin in time this afternoon, so I've been busy setting things up. I think I've got everything ready. Luckily, there's a slight delay to the departures this afternoon, so very convenient for the captain here. In case you're wondering, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting you live and direct from the port of Southampton here. We've got a container ship arriving, and then as soon as she's arrived, gone past the Celebrity Apex, the Celebrity Apex will be following up after that. There you go. Here's the container ship, the Solent Express. The Celebrity Apex is here, just in the Mayflower Park. Then the Embassy Virtuosa. She's not off until a bit later today. And then we also have the Silver Dawn. They're both off later. Both off at 4 o'clock, although the Celebrity Apex is due to lift off, and the Emerald Princess has radioed and said she's a little bit delayed. She'll be about 15 minutes.
Tugs to the Grand Phoenix on 7-4 when you're ready.
Get a little view of one of the tugs there. Looks like there's Fitz and Melton, I think. Yes, Fitz and Melton. Now, there is 4 departures today. We have both the Celebrity Apex and Emerald Princess away at 4 o'clock, Silver Dawn at 7, and then right at the end of the day, 8 o'clock, is the MSC Virtuosa.
UKD Bluefin VTS, there is no reported traffic.
Oh, in fact, the Celebrity Apex is on the move. Gosh, she was quick, isn't she? Barely time for the container ship to pass by. I may check the outside microphone. Yep, that's all functioning. Good. I wonder if my microphone's functioning. That's a good point. Is my microphone functioning? Yes, looks like it. Oh, looks like we've got an Ocean Network Express container ship at the far end in a glorious magenta colour. Which one's that? It's the One Recognition. And there's that's the Queen Mary 2. We don't want the Queen Mary 2. She's not here. Sorry, I've not managed to reset everything before we started broadcasting, so I'm a little bit behind, so it should click in to Cruise Cam's current image. Go on, do it. Connect, come on. There we go. That's the current view on Cruise Cam. That's the Emerald Princess. Anyway, we've got the Celebrity Apex on our screen. She is off on a 14-day round trip to the Canaries in Portugal, calling in at Porto in Portugal, Lisbon in Portugal, then over to Gran Canaria in Canary Islands, Santa Cruz de Tenerife in Canary Islands, Madeira, Funchal in Madeira, then back to Spain, Vigo in Spain, and then back to the Port Southampton.
One recognition, Southampton VTS.
One recognition, that's the pink container ship at the end, or the magenta one, I should say. Their tagline, social media tagline, is magenta, not pink.
One recognition, Southampton VTS. No, sir, you may not lower your lifeboat traffic information. The Southampton Express container ship passing 105 berth is in for the container port. When he has passed your station, call VTS back on channel 12.
VTS, Spartina.
Spartina,
Good afternoon. That beacon number 4 on the Hitchin's now been relit. I will make your way back to the Empress, please.
Received, thank you.
Thank you.
VTS, Fargate, 37, running 38.9 for the Grand Phoenix.
Fargate VTS received, thank you.
Thank you.
I know there's not too many more cruises from Celebrity Apex. There's the one that she's departing on now. Next one will be the 8th of October. And then on the 13th of October, 19th of October, she travels one way to Port Canaveral. Then she'll be based in Port Canaveral for winter, whizzing around the Caribbean, I see. Lots of lovely destinations. And then she's back in Southampton in beginning of May. I fear this may be the start of... Oh, hello. I'm spotting a flag there. I was too busy looking at timetables. It looks to me very much like one of those chappies who likes maple syrup. I still haven't got the proper app working, so I'm using the app on the telephone, which is a little bit... Oh, yeah. Oh, it looks like he's rigging up some sort of flagpole there. Very industrious. Possibly the first time for a Canadian flag on the channel. Yeah, I wonder how he managed to smuggle a flagpole on board. I can see the conversation with the security guy saying, what exactly, do you have a flagpole and cable ties? Excellent job, though. I like that. I think that's the first time we've had a proper flagpole. We have had increasingly clever shipmates been able to get their flags to fly properly. Because it is a problem, because if you hold it out over the side of the balcony, it does tend to blow up with the winds coming up the side of the ship. In fact, I don't even know what the weather's like today. What is the weather like today? Currently, we have winds of about 10 knots. Visibility 25 nautical miles, only 15 degrees C, 74% humidity. Definitely feeling a bit of a chill in the air now. It's not quite winter. On Thursday it was a sunny day and I was busy out and about and I could really feel the heat. It was quite wonderful. But the last couple of days it's not been so sunny and you've definitely noticed it's colder. Oh, look at that. We've got the container ship, the Southampton Express in the background there. Oh, shipmate Elizabeth Leopold. Oh, brilliant idea. She's a great flagpole. Maybe it's a walking stick. Yes, I hadn't even thought of that. Oh, that would be clever, wouldn't it? Combination walking stick. Maybe it's one of those walking sticks that's also got other things, like maybe it's got a sword inside it. Or I remember seeing a walking stick that had a little space for a glass capsule of whiskey or rum, depending on your preference. And that's the sort of walking stick I need. Boat show is still in action. Penultimate day today, Sunday being the last day. A couple of weeks ago when I was looking at the weather forecast for the boat show, it looked terrible. But actually, I think as it turns out, they've had some fairly decent weather. It was raining a lot while they were building it, but it's during the actual boat show itself, I think it's been pretty good. Drifting out nicely there. Some of the cruise ships haven't been using the middle swing ground, they've been using upper swing ground. I think the proximity to the boat show is potentially a problem, but there's not much wind today. Oh, shipmate Elizabeth Lee wants you to get a fold-out walking stick. That's a clever idea.
BTS Red Jet 6 departing Town Quay for Cows.
Can I still get my secret capsule of rum into a fold-out walking stick there?
Red Jet 6, BTS received. Ocean Seas passed the Ocean Dock and we're bound. And ferry traffic.
So copy, thank you.
I was off in Canada at the beginning of the year, so I do have a bit of affiliation with
Red Jet 7,
Canada.
BTS. Traffic information. Celebrity Apex lifted off from 101. Should be swinging, then proceeding outbound. Emerald Princess due away shortly from the Ocean Dock and Grand Phoenix from 38.9 lifting offshore.
Don't quite understand it, but I'm sure it makes sense to someone. Nice one. Thanks very much. Sorry to drag you back out. Go have your dinner.
BTS Red Osprey Northwest Net in.
Red Osprey VTS all received.
Thank you.
I've discovered the radio is picking up the tug traffic at the moment. I'm not quite sure how to I think I need to adjust a setting somewhere. You get to see straight down the starboard side of Celebrity Apex, then down the port side. Celebrity Apex, one of the newest ships we get here in port, built in 2021. Makes her 4 years old. I haven't heard any passenger or crew numbers yet, but I'm guessing somewhere near the high 2000s for passengers.
VTS Ingrid Knudsen.
Ingrid Knudsen VTS.
That's us all fast on berth 5 starboard side 2.
All fast, thank you.
Southampton VTS, prolific, over.
Prolific, Sam to VTS.
Southampton VTS, this is prolific. We're just preparing to depart from Ocean Village. With your permission, depart Ocean Village into the Itchen and then out into Southampton water and proceed out to the west to pick up a mooring buoy off Yarmouth. We have 20 persons on board. Maximum draft 3.2 metres. Over.
Well, it should be Bradley Barnes. Are the tents part of the boat show? Yes, all of that you can see on the bottom of the screen there. All the marquees and tents and halls, they are all part of the boat show. Inside there is all sorts of exhibits and people selling boat-related paraphernalia like ropes and lines and navigation systems and all these other sort of things. So they tend to be all along there. On the outside, you have people selling boats and things. So it's great. I mean, if you are interested, I did make a little film a while back. Quick walk around the boat show. One of the, I'm not sure if it's the biggest floating boat show in Europe or one of the biggest. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it's quite as big this year. There are plenty of flags out, getting in the way of us seeing the cruise ships. Buddy shipmates in the chats, or apologies shipmates, because I arrived late in my cabin, so I've been a bit frantic trying to get things ready. We're all up together. Hi there, shipmate Elizabeth Leeborn. Hi there, Donna S. Hi there, Catherine Alicia. Hi there, Edward Coates. Hi there, Martin Coffin. Any ships gone so far? No, this is just the first one. We've got 4 departing today. The first 2 are going pretty much together, so there'll be I think the Emerald Princess said she was delayed by 15 minutes, but I think by the time Celebrity Apex gets past, it'll be the right sort of time. Well, it should be Pam W. Or there Georgina Stevenson. Or there Tony Ellis. I've caught up. I'm back up to speed. If I've missed any shipmates. Or there John M. Or there Marilyn Montgomery. Shipmate Martin Montgomery's coming in with something interesting I hadn't even thought about. Flying the flag, she's obviously hoping Canada win the rugby final from England right now at Twickers. I didn't know that, so that would make sense then. A little bit of patriotism for their teammates. Well, shipmate Paul Weaver.
Southampton BTS, motorways, one recognition. One recognition, calling please.
Station calling Southampton VTS.
One recognition. That's what it was.
One recognition VTS.
A lot of flags out. Last day of the boat show is normally quite good on the Sunday. The show closes, I think it closes at 5 o'clock, maybe 4 o'clock on a Sunday. And when the boat show, as soon as it closes, within sort of 10, 20 minutes, you just have this mass exodus of boats heading down Southampton water, all leaving. It's almost like they can't get home quick enough. They've been at the boat show all week. They're thoroughly tired and exhausted. They want to get back to their home port. A couple of shipmates right up at the front there. I'm not entirely sure if that's a completely publicly accessible area. I'm not familiar with the layout of the Celebrity Apex. I know on some ships there's certain areas are for certain grades of cabin. We have a bit of honking there. I bet that's a ferry. Ferry's been busy honking, lots of traffic not knowing what it's doing. Oh, no, I don't know who that was honking.
Sea Line VTS, just wondering where you're going to tuck in for departure of the cruise ship.
We'll go wherever the pilot asks us to go. We can either tuck down at the end of the berth or go round to the 40 berth.
Actually, Dolores says hasn't seen Paul from up close. I think he's out in his wobbly box. He's got a wobbly box that he tows behind his car, so I think he's been out in that quite a bit lately.
All of that.
Yeah, we'll do. What time is the Emerald Princess leaving?
She's delayed so far, but it should be in the next 10 minutes or so. So if you could go there now, that'd be great.
Copy that, we'll do.
Well, the shipmate CS-28.
Southampton VTS, prolific over.
Oh, there's prolific cell training yachts.
Prolific VTS.
Emerald Princess.
Prolific VTS.
VTS, prolific. Didn't copy a previous reply from you due to the Mayday relay coming over. Do we have your permission to depart Ocean Village, over?
Prolific VTS, yes, sir. If it's safe to do so, you can stay.
Many thanks.
Emerald Princess VTS, did you call?
Emerald Princess. VTS, Emerald Princess.
Emerald Princess VTS, yeah, I am trying to answer you.
Keep talking over each other.
Now, I saw Medivac complete. Will be departing after the Apex passes.
Oh, a Medivac.
Emerald Princess, Sam to VTS, all received, thanks. Additional traffic information, Sea Line. She's just exiting the ocean dock now. She's going to go and tuck in on 40 berth. Grande Phoenix is at station 2. I'll stand by on that information. I'll come back and see if he's going to follow the Celebrity Apex.
Yeah, if we could, I'd like to slip out after. The ship's got a high-speed run.
Grande Phoenix, VTS.
Yeah, we're off to Jebel Ali, so we're not in so much of a rush.
Interesting to hear, isn't it? It's not so much in a rush for the... whichever one it was. Oh, the Grande Phoenix. Grande Phoenix is at Dockhead here. She's a row, so where was she off to? Somewhere, I think somewhere in the Middle East, by the sounds of it.
Emerald Princess, Southampton, VTS.
VTS to Emerald.
HM's just going to give you a call.
Okay.
Grande Phoenix, VTS.
Grand Phoenix, station calling Grand Phoenix.
Grand Phoenix, VTS, yeah. We're just having a conversation with the pilot on the Emerald Princess. I'll come back to you as soon as he gets clear. Additional traffic, the UKDC line's just leaving the ocean dock. He's going to tuck in on 40.
Yeah, I see her there, no problem at all. I'm happy to follow out the Emerald Princess, because I'm going to be swinging in front of him otherwise, south of Dockhead.
Yeah, that's all understood. She's currently still got her air bridge in, so we're just speaking to the pilot.
Okie dokes.
Try to sort things out there.
VTS, we're champion.
We're champion, VTS.
VTS, we're champion northwest at 22. Next move will be around about 06:15 up to 106.
Received, thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, gentlemen.
UKD Bluefin, VTS.
And here comes one dreadful ferries.
VTS.
Sure, they should be Paul Weavers as the boat show pontoons are permanent structure. How? No, the boat show pontoons are not a permanent structure. They are a temporary structure that's brought in every year and taken away every year. So not permanent, they just float around. So they can be a bit wobbly. I think I saw someone ask a question earlier about Mayflower Park, when will it be available. The boat show finishes this weekend. It will probably open up towards the end of the month. Maybe a little bit more. It takes about a week to take it all away. I think surprisingly how quick it disassembles. So I'm going back through the chat a bit slowly here. No flags from the side here of Celebrity Apex. All of we've still got our Canadian fellows at the stern. Yep, still flying the Canadian flag. Potentially to do with the rugby, according to one of the shipmates. Third of October, says our excellent spanner Hades. That's when the boat show reopens. Yeah, I thought it might be a little while. Surprisingly, it doesn't. It takes a little while to put up, but it comes down very quickly indeed. Looks fairly calm over on the Southampton water.
BTS, prolific, over.
On the Isle of Wight.
Prolific.
BTS, prolific, that's us departed Ocean Village. Requested traffic update, over.
Prolific, Southampton, VTS. There's no additional reported traffic, just the Celebrity Apex that's outbound past the ocean dock.
There's the Ro-Ro that was looking to go.
Roger, many thanks.
Oh, quite a few people up on deck on Emerald Princess today. I bet they'll be keen to watch the departure. I'll get a good view of the departure of Celebrity Apex. Well, it should make Nicholas Swords. Is anything going to happen to the old Royal Pier? Oh, we'd like to think that something was going to happen to the old Royal Pier. I think they've had so far about 6 or 7 different developments come and go. People with grand plans going to redevelop it, do all this. Nothing much happens. They run out of money. The economy goes into a slump. And that's it. It gets put on hold for another 5 or 6 years. At one point, there was going to be a super casino down there. And then that never materialised.
BTS, Regia 7, Northwest at the end. Can I have a dockhead tide gauge reading, please?
Regia 7, BTS with caution, please. Celebrity Apex, past Ocean Dock out. And the UKDC line also. She's going to go and tuck in on 40 berth.
Thank you. Can I have a dockhead tide gauge reading, please?
Apologies, yeah. Dockhead is 4.24 on the M.
Thank you.
4.45 I'm getting here. So yes, we're pretty much at high tide at the moment. When it's high tide, it means some of the vessels can take some, they can go outside the channels and so on if they're not too deep.
BTS Red Eagle, hook out.
Red Eagle hook out, thank you. No reported traffic.
All copy, ma'am, thank you.
Celebrity Apex has these sort of controversial vertical balconies that not everyone likes. I've not experienced it myself, but apparently the problem is if you lower the balcony window so that you can look out, it then...
VTS, the Emerald Princess disconnected the air bridge now.
It then turns off the air conditioning.
Emerald Princess, VTS...
Yes, it turns off the air conditioning, which people don't like, because some people sometimes, someone wants to sit out on the balcony, enjoy the fresh air, and someone else wants to sit inside and enjoy the air conditioning or heating. Well, there's your mate Danny. He says, do I know anything about the fire on the ship yesterday? It was a bulk container at the other end. I think she's still there, actually.
Red Falcon VTS, traffic information, Celebrity Apex, dock head out.
Yeah.
Emerald Princess, singled up, just about to let go from the Ocean Dock, outbound. And then the Grand Phoenix from 38.9 berth, should be swinging south for dockhead, proceeding outbound.
It's Southampton VTS, the Grand Phoenix. Just to confirm order of play, understand the Emerald Princess is singling up. I will follow her out. I'll be singling up as she passes.
Grand Phoenix VTS, vessel received, thank you.
We can't quite see the bow of Emerald Princess, but there we go. I think we can just about see the lines going down, so she's definitely on her move. The ship that caught fire yesterday evening, it was the cargo. It's a bulk carrier, as far as I'm aware, and she's at the other end of port. Here she is, loading up scrap metal. There's a big pile of scrap metal in this area of the port, and something got loaded on there. 40 firefighters were called in to try and put the blaze out, and they did. It took them a few hours. That's all okay now. Everything has been sorted.
VTS, Ocean Sea, Mayflower Park for a harbour tour, 53 on board.
Ocean Sea VTS, all received, thank you. Are you going into the docks or out of the docks?
I am going to do a run down to the Ocean Dock. I'll keep clear of the Emerald Princess, then back up to Mayflower Park.
All received, thank you. Additional traffic information. Once the Emerald Princess is clear, the Grande Phoenix is going to lift off from 38.
Yeah, that's all received. Thank you.
VTS, Emerald Princess, singled up, clear to proceed.
Emerald Princess, VTS, yes, clear to proceed.
Thank you.
Just about to see the lines there. A couple of tugs on the Ro-Ro departing and the Celebrity Apex departing. I quite like this design of ship. There's a few ships. Emerald Princess, I went right up to the bow there. So that's a passenger accessible area, like that chap leaning over.
Southampton, VTS, the Celebrity Apex.
You can get right up there. It's really good. It's very drafty, I'll have to say.
Apex, VTS.
Yeah, this is approaching Western Shelf outward bound.
Western Shelf out, thank you.
Yeah, it was a very windy day when I was on Emerald Princess. Oh, there we go. The last lines are coming in. Yes, it was a very windy day when I was Emerald Princess, and you can walk up. There's a slightly, that bit front of the ship is slightly elevated, and as you walked up, the wind was whistling in that section. It was good to be right at the front of the ship, but very windy indeed.
VTS, Emerald Princess, underway.
Emerald Princess, VTS underway, thank you.
Emerald Princess, she is off on a 14-day round trip. Search for the Northern Lights. Pretty sure we had one the other day that was searching for the Northern Lights. It's calling it Trondheim in Norway. And then Tromsø in Norway. I noticed at Tromsø she's there until midnight. Probably that's where she's trying to see the Northern Lights, because that's probably her more or less most northerly destination. Or that and Alta. Maybe Alta's where you see the Northern Lights. Yeah, she's there at Alta overnight. That would probably make more sense. So it's probably the overnight at Alta is where she's trying to see the Northern Lights. Then she's at Leknes in Vestfold Island in Norway. Then Ålesund in Norway. And then back to the wonderful port of Southampton. Likewise, we only have 2 more cruises. Right, hang on. No, let me rephrase that. Yes, 2 more cruises from the port of Southampton. The next one is a 29-day trip to Fort Lauderdale, or the one 15-day, or a few days after that, 14 days after that, is a 15-day Southampton trip to Fort Lauderdale. And then after that, she's based in Fort Lauderdale for a couple of cruises. Then she is in LA, Los Angeles, until May. And then she relocates to Vancouver, probably heading up to see the Alaskan territories. And after that, back to Los Angeles, then back to Vancouver. So we might not see much more of Emerald Princess. Hoping we might get some haulage, but apparently not today. Had some fantastic haulage yesterday. 2 Cunard ships, the Queen Anne and the Queen Mary 2. The Queen Anne passed the Queen Mary 2. Always good for a bit of haulage. And they didn't disappoint. And initially, to begin with, I thought we might not have anything because it was like really quiet. I was thinking, leaving that a long time. But no, they came through in the end with excellent haulage.
Yes, prolific, western shelf, outbound. Intention of staying outside the greens from northwest Netley onwards.
Prolific, Sam to VTS, all received, thank you. Following you out will be the Emerald Princess. She's just lifting off from the ocean dock, and then the Grand Phoenix.
Many thanks, all copied.
There we go. There's the other ship waiting to go. Patiently waiting for all the cruise ships to go past. think we might be in for a good sunset this evening. I've noticed we're getting some good views over on Netlycam. There's a bit of orange in the distance there. Well, the shipmate, Mr. Jingles, says, how long does it take to turn a ship around? Yeah, pretty much all day. They normally come in at 6 in the morning, depart about 6 in the evening, thereabouts.
City Chichester, Sam to BTS received, thank you.
So, yeah, it's 10 to 12 hours gets you around there. Oh, yeah, shipmate Carmen's already, yeah, Hickson's Better Carmen's already said 10 hours, yeah. Can be a bit longer, but yeah, it takes quite a few hours to get 3,000 or 4,000 people off the ship, then quite a few hours to get 3,000 or 4,000 people on the ship, and then quite a few hours to clean it. Don't forget restocking the kitchens and the galleys and the bars. Shipmate Karen Ball. Oh, she's on the Emerald going through the Panama Canal in 5 weeks. Oh, you're on that one, are you? Oh, wow, I didn't even look at the itinerary. Let's have a look. So you must be... So you're going on Fort Lauderdale to Los Angeles. That's not bad, little cruise. That's 16 days on Emerald Princess, beginning of November, starting from £1,000 per person for an inside cabin. And that calls in at the Antilles, the Dutch Antilles Islands, then through the Panama Canal, Panama City, then Costa Rica, then Mexico, a couple of stops in Mexico, Puerto de Chiapas, Puerto Vallarta in Mexico Riviera, in fact, no less, and then up to California. Just the one honk. Stingy.
Going more than 6 knots in the docks.
Emerald Princess Sam to VTS, that's all received, thank you.
Oh, I think they were honking at someone who was going a bit fast, perhaps. Yeah, that looks like a great cruise there, shipmate Karen. I like the sound of that.
Emerald Princess VTS, is it the Femme Fatale you're talking about?
Or Femme Fatale's a yacht. No, I don't think she's doing more than 6 knots. That's the Femme Fatale, but I don't think she's going to be doing much more than 6 knots. Doing 5.8 knots, in fact.
Samalo VTS.
Yeah, so that's a great cruise, and that seems like very good value for money. Of course, you do have to get over to Fort Lauderdale and get back from LA, but nevertheless, through the Panama Canal. I've not been. Looks like the most exciting place to
Samalo
go.
Sam to VTS received question, are you carrying dangerous
Shipmate Paul Weaver's coming in with some score updates here. England 21, Canada 8. Sounds to me like England might win.
Samalo Southampton VTS question, are you carrying dangerous cargo?
VTS Grand Phoenix sealing up 38.9.
From Phoenix VTS received, thank you.
Grand Phoenix, thanks very much, Matt. Sorry to hold you up.
No problem at all, Chris. I'll see you out there.
There we go. We can see straight down the sides of the ship here. Get to really appreciate how quickly they spin. This ship, Nicholas also isn't St. Malo Ferry. It is indeed. Funny enough, you should ask about that. I'm actually looking at booking up a passage on St. Malo in a couple of weeks' time. Or may not be, depending which ferry works. It could be the one with the really long name that I can never pronounce. Guilliamio or something. Could be that one instead. Oh, hello. Oh, I see a bit of flag waving going on. Bit of jingoism. Wasn't expecting that. I'm sure there was a shipmate there, top left with a flag. Oh, they're putting it away. Well, now you're putting it away. Well, it's too late now. I've spotted you. Get it out. Wave it about. Now it looks like they're taking a selfie. That would be my prediction. Well, that's a pity. I can see you there with a flag. Well, I just caught that. Never mind. Well, the shipmate Jean Hall says, Emerald Princess was my last ship, but I'm going on Sun Princess in a couple of weeks' time. Ah, Sun Princess. I don't think Sun Princess is that old, is she? I don't remember exactly how old Sun Princess is, but I think she's one of their... I think she might be the newest ship, is she, for the Princess group?
Southampton VTS, Sunseeker Ocean 156, that's us all fast back at Southampton Boat Show, over.
Sunseeker, Southampton VTS, all received, thank you.
I did see a big Sunseeker whizzing around. I'll see if I can get on board next year. Maybe when I've got a few more subscribers, they'll treat me with a bit more reverence. Just need to give off that air that I've got a couple of £1 million of disposable income. Oh, it's looking a bit smoky, I would say. Yes, a bit smoky from the chimneys there. So Bex heading down Southampton Water. She'll be on the Cowes Cam soon. A couple of sailing boats here. Oh, that looked like an old traditional sailing boat. Now I'm looking more closely. I'm not entirely sure it is the red one. Very busy today. They've got all sorts going on here in the port. That's the what was that? The highway, something or other. Grand Phoenix. She is away next. Once the Emerald Princess has passed by. Mr. Jiggles looks like the Grand Phoenix is heading to the UAE. I thought as much because she did say that she was heading off to somewhere that sounded Middle Eastern to me. I didn't quite catch the name of the port. Jalala. It might have been Jalala or something. Let's have a look. See if I can find out. Jebel Ali. Yeah. Shipmate Jean Hall says Sun is the newest, although I think Star has just been launched. Yes, that's what was cropping in mind. I didn't know if there was actually a new one out there yet, or if the Sun was currently the newest one, if that makes sense.
busiest, Roger 7, departing Town Quay.
Roger 7 VTS, all received, thank you. Traffic information. The Grand Phoenix station's just about to lift off from 38.9. Emerald Princess dock head outward bound. Celebrity Apex is at the Cadland. And she'll be clear channel.
Thank you.
Lovely pictures over on Netlycam. Oh, really nice. Let me show you. Really orangey sunset going on.
May Rose, VTS. Mary Rose, VTS. May Rose, VTS evening. You can cancel a job. SP's at Dockhead, outbound now. No, thank you. That's okay, but thank you.
Yeah, it's really interesting sky
Thank
out there.
you.
What is that on the bottom of the screen? Oh, I think it's a jet ski with a foil chappie, and the jet ski's carrying the foil board chappie and his kite and his sail. That's why I was saying that's a very odd looking thing. Looks like something out of James Bond.
Wedget 6 VTS received traffic information. Celebrity Apex, Cadland outbound, clear channel. Emerald Princess Western Shelf outward bound, and then the Grande Phoenix station's lifting off from 38.9. She's got a switch.
Yeah, it's really interesting colours over on Netlycam. The real sort of funny colour of the water there, sort of dirty turquoise, and this orange band in the background, some dark clouds above, some unexpected stunning views there. There is the row rope being pulled out by our couple of friendly local tubs, Svitzer Bargate and the Svitzer something else. Svitzer Mercurius. It's also quite amusing. You can see there's a red jets whizzing out behind them.
Melton VTS.
Well, this should make Jay Little. So have I missed about it? Yes, 4 minutes into the broadcast I had this evening. Captain, even though I was late to my cabin.
Melton VTS received, thank you.
Even though I was late to my cabin, I managed to do the banner. Still haven't had any passenger numbers yet. No passenger numbers for either the Emerald Princess or the Celebrity Apex. But I suspect they're somewhere in the high 2000s. That's not quite full like they used to be, but they are still pretty busy. Well, shipmate Danny, have I done my VTS tour yet? No, actually, you're right. I must nudge Chris. I was going a while back. He said give it a couple of months while they were busy sorting a few things out, and he'd be able to arrange a tour. And then, to be honest, since then I've been incredibly busy myself. In fact, I'm super busy at the moment. I'm hoping next week it might cool down a bit, so it's difficult to fit everything in. And of course, if I go and do a tour, then I'll record lots of content, and that just adds to my backlog of videos that I need to edit and get out. It's quite a lot to do sometimes.
BTS, good afternoon.
Well, the shipmate Stu Footer said, did I miss any haulage? Not really. There was one little part. Very disappointing on the haulage front.
Hey, Alpha Southampton BTS. All received, thank you. There's no reported traffic.
Well, shipmate Paul Weaver has been a member of the channel as a lieutenant for 9 months. He said, "Ahoy, shipmates, don't forget to like this video and maybe even join the channel." I did, and I like the perks ever since. Thank you very much, shipmate. Thanks for the helpful reminder that you can join the channel as a member. Some really pretty images there of the Emerald Princess. I think the Grand Phoenix here is actually going back round the corner. I think she's reversing round Dockhead and heading down Southampton Water. I wonder if this weather is going to lead to some rain or not later. Well, shipmate Dawn Page says, "In another life, I would like to have been a tug captain." I can get on board with what you're saying there, shipmate. It would be quite good fun, wouldn't it?
BTS, the Red Falcon.
Well, shipmate Brady Barnes says, "Thank you, Captain. I have to start work. Okay, shipmate, good to have you aboard." He's all the way over there in San Diego, so it's morning time for shipmate Randy. He's off on patrol somewhere.
BTS, Red Falcon.
Red Falcon BTS received traffic information, Celebrity Apex passing SO out. Emerald Princess at Lanes Lake, Grand Phoenix just south of Dockhead 3 and then proceeding outbound.
VTS Ocean Scene just away from Mayflower Park, round to Millstone Point, 4 on board, draft is 1.8.
Ocean Scene VTS all received, thank you. Traffic information, Durway 1715 from the container port is the Maersk Newark.
Yeah, I'll receive, thank you.
BTS Seahorse.
Got a few more cruise ships tomorrow. 3 cruise ships tomorrow. 1 at 4, 2 at 5. Then Monday, there's 4 cruise ships, which is unusual for a Monday to have 4 cruise ships. Got the Independence of the Seas at 5 o'clock. The Disney Fantasy at 5 o'clock. The Norwegian Star at 5 o'clock. And the Ada Perla at 8:30. So she'll all be lit up for that. Well, the shipmate Johnny B says, yay, my anchor's turned gold. 24 months, 2 years now. Oh, well, thank you, shipmate. I've forgotten that they change colours.
BTS, the Pleiades Spirit, good afternoon.
I'm not sure if there's anything after a gold anchor. I think that might be it. I think you may have reached the pinnacle.
Pleiades Spirit, good afternoon.
Lady Spirit, BTS.
Afternoon, Daniel, pilots on board 31, outwards, this one's for Zeebrugger. 24 plus me on board, drafts 8.5, no reported defects, looking to get away in about half an hour.
BTS Spirit, BTS, that's all received.
Shipmate Dawn Page says she thinks she's watched too much Captain Pugwash when she was little. I like Captain Pugwash. In fact, Captain Pugwash is my ringtone on my phone. But what I don't remember, I don't actually remember much about the programme. Was Captain Pugwash, was he a tug driver? I thought he was a pirate, wasn't he? More like a pirate than a tug driver. Not too many people out on Cowshot Spit sunbathing today. You can easily see the visibility is not brilliant, is it?
You can debrief in or receive. No reported traffic.
Shipmate Barry McIntyre is on MSC Virtuosa next Saturday. Any other ships? Let's have a look. I'm sure there'll be a few on a Saturday. Yes, in fact, you're on a busy day. There are 4 ships on the 4th of October. Independence of the Seas, Iona, MSC Virtuosa and Ventura, all on the 4th of October. Shipmate Jay Little, yes, it's exactly what was going through my head when I was talking about Captain Pugwash, because that's the only thing I remember. Yeah, I didn't remember the myth about the names of all the characters. I think that was some sort of comedian, wasn't it? Like in the some comedian did a whole joke about it. Of course, no one really remembers what the names are, so it was a good joke, but I don't think any of it was true. I'm going to have to find an episode of Captain Pugwash now to refresh my memory. I was reading in the local news the other day about a chap who took a boat, a small inflatable craft with I think it was a 15 horsepower outboard, all the way from Poole, all the way to Turkey, through the rivers of Europe. Sounded like quite the adventure. I can't remember exactly how much it said. It said it cost him something like a couple of £1,000. I think it might have been £1,500, of which £900 was fuel. Back in the 1970s. Quite an interesting read. I wonder if I can find it and I might post it. Let me see if I can find it. I could post it in the channel for you. It's quite interesting. Let me see if I can find this news article. You can never find a news article when you need one, can you? Oh, there we go. There we go. Have a read of this. If you're at all interested. All the way from Poole to Turkey in a small inflatable craft. Or their hands from Bergen, hands all of more. I think it's from Bergen up that way. You've got the Emerald Princess calling in your way, shipmate. She's off on a 14-day round trip to Trondheim in Norway, Tromsø in Norway, Alta in Norway. In fact, she's spending an overnight in Alta. I think it might be to see the Northern Lights. You could probably tell me if I'm right or wrong there. Then she's off to Vestvåg Island and then Ålesund in Norway and then back home to the port of Southampton. Whereas the Celebrity Apex is off to slightly warmer climes, heading down to Port in Portugal, then Lisbon in Portugal, then across to Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands, Tenerife in the Canary Islands, and then Funchal in the Portuguese Madeira Islands, and then back to Vigo in Spain, and then back towards Southampton. That's an 11-day cruise. To be honest, I can't believe the price. It says this cruise as a starting price. I can't. No. Maybe there's not many. Maybe there's not many places left. Obviously, the information I'm getting, there's prices from about £10,000, but I suspect there's not much capacity on board. Maybe that's making it expensive. Shipmate Dawn Page said, he was indeed a pirate. I thought he was a pirate. I seem to remember him having a skull and crossbones on his hat or something like that. Shipmate Nicholas Hall says, is it windy there? North Cardinal Buoy seems to be a bit... No, I think that's tide. That's the tide dragging that across. The weather is pretty mild. I mean, we've got winds gusting up to 10 knots, so pretty gentle on the wind front. As you can see, the sea state's pretty calm in the Solent there. It's just the strong tide. Because we will be starting to head towards a low tide, so the water will start moving around. Nicholas
Southampton VTS, Bargate, all finished on the Grand Phoenix, going to 31 berth for the car boat away shortly.
We're talking about
Bargate VTS, all received. Ocean scene there, inbound for Millstone, over.
All received.
VTS Mercurius.
Mercurius, Southampton VTS.
Good afternoon. That's us finished with the Grand Phoenix and heading over to 32. 31.
Mercurius, Southampton VTS, that's all received.
Thank you.
Going to get a view of two ships here, but you can see the visibility is not very good, as it's quite hazy. You can't really see the island, and even the Celebrity Apex is looking a little hazy in the distance. But at least we can see two ships on the screen at the same time. I do like trying to get multiple ships on the screen at the same time. Sometimes we can get as many as 3. I'm not entirely, I don't know if we've had 4 or not. 4 might be too much. Ship's just coming around the Bramble Bank. That might be a good time now to have a look at the weather further afield. I forget that the new app that I'm using gives me some wind.
Soiree.
Ooh,
Call sign 2, Foxtrot Papa, India 4, this is Southampton VTS, channel 12, over.
Well, it could be, looks to me like both ships potentially are off for a bit of wind. Now, this is down here. This is near the Canary Islands, isn't it? It's around here. The wind's here. I bet these are experiencing some conditions. 9 knots. 30 knots, that's more like it. 17 knots. 9 knots. 38 knots. Oh, yeah, so that's could be a bit windy for Celebrity Apex's cruise. And I'm just noticing, even as the other one heads up to Norway, it's a bit windier up here as well. Not too bad, is it? It's in the 20s. Could be a little bit unpleasant in the North Sea there. Oh, Shipmate Hands is always giving me the Northern Lights updates. For your information, it's too early to see the Northern Lights in the northern part of Norway. Really? Well, that's a really badly named cruise, then, isn't it? Because they're calling the cruise the 14-day round trip Search for the Northern Lights. Oh no, I get it now. It's the Search for the Northern Lights. You've got to search for them, but you're not going to find them. Clever marketing. Well, shipmate William Johnson says, "Ahoy there, captain and shipmates. It's Ukraine Blackpool Firework Championship tonight." What is that? What is the Ukraine Blackpool Firework Championships? It sounds like something you've made up. No, let's have a look. Head to the Promenade this Saturday in Blackpool for a dazzling night of colour, music, magic as Team Ukraine takes the spotlight at the World Fireworks Championships. Do you know what? That's something that I probably should go to. That sounds quite exciting. Is there multiple days at these fireworks? 26th and 27th and the 11th of October. Well, occasionally I do go up to Blackpool. I wonder if I can coordinate the two. Well, the shipmate James Dawson says, which app do I use for the wind? Ah, right. I use My Ship Tracking, which has a facility to overlay current weather conditions, which I find is a really good feature. I'll just stick the link for it in the chat there. There you go. I actually quite like My Ship Tracking. It doesn't have pictures of vessels necessarily. That's the downside. But what it does have is some really good graphics, and it's a nice speedy website as well. It moves, everything moves really quickly. Whereas some of the websites are really slow and cumbersome, and the graphics look like they're from the 1970s. Well, there, Kex. Good knob. Well, there, Johnny B. Shipmate Georgina Stevenson has a Fraggle Rock ringtone. Gosh, Fraggle Rock, eh? That's going back a bit.
Prolific BTS will receive the Emerald Princess on your starboard side, outbound, clear channel. Over. St. Marlow, Southampton VTS. St. Marlow, Southampton VTS. Traffic update, the City of Chichester, approaching the North Sturbridge, outbound. Over.
I'd almost say that visibility looks a bit better down on the Isle of Wight there. I think that might be Prolific on the far left.
VTS, Emerald Princess, Hookboy, outbound, main channel to the east. Emerald Princess, BTS, that's all received. No immediate traffic. Over. Thank you.
I do like that. So that's my new antenna location is by Cruise Cam. We are now picking up ships right at the end of Southampton Water. Couldn't quite pick up Prolific. She's only a smallish sailboat. Well, I say smallish, it's a large sailboat, but by comparison to the cruise ship, she's quite small. Whereas obviously the Emerald Princess is a large ship, the antenna's up nice and high, and we can hear the ships at the end of Southampton Water.
VTS, Red Falcon, just passing northwest now in. Permission to carry on at speed with caution, please.
Red Falcon, BTS, yes, you may proceed if safe to do so. No reported traffic. Over.
All copy, thank you.
City of Chichester, Southampton VTS. Traffic update, the St. Marlow, Benbridge Dredge now, inbound for Portsmouth. Over.
Southampton VTS, Red Osprey, good afternoon.
Red Osprey, Southampton VTS.
Yeah, afternoon. So just let you know, we've lost our engines. We're just holding position on our second buoy, just outside the Lanes Lake buoy. We're safe enough for now. We'll keep you updated, but we are just holding position outside the Reds near Lanes Lake buoy.
Red Osprey VTS, that's all received, and you still have one operation, was that correct?
Yes, one operational at the minute, enough to hold position, and hopefully get the second one back online shortly.
That's all received. There's no other immediate traffic for you.
Thank you very much, sir. All covered.
Oh dear. Sounds like we have a broken down Red Osprey. One engine offline. There she is. Trying to get the other one restarted. I've had continuing problems with the red funnel ferries lately. All sorts of problems. Things breaking, not breaking. It's not the first time we've seen them bob around. They've often gone out, had a problem, come back, unloaded.
Anacat, BTS, or received traffic update, Celebrity Apex to approaching the Prince Consort outbound. Emerald Princess Cow Shop turn outbound. Over.
A Red Osprey is being overtaken by a yacht. Yes, shipmate James Dawson puts out, yes, his mind, when you think about it, how many miles they do. Yeah, it's just true. They do a lot of travelling. Each ferry must go to and from the Isle of Wight. Let's think, probably 6 times a day, something like that. Maybe a bit more, depends on the timetable. So that's a fair bit of working for a vessel. Yes, definitely being overtaken by the sailing boat.
BTS, the Lady Spirit all ready to go on 31 if we've got clearance.
Lady Spirit, yep, may proceed. Mercy, cover SCT2 now, underway, over.
Yeah, okay, and I see the Red Osprey the lost engine or something.
Yes, they're on one voice, just holding station at the moment by Lanes Lake.
Okay, I'll be on 74 if anyone needs it.
All received.
Well, the shipmate Elizabeth Bourne says, I've just realised she didn't hit the thumbs up button. Very good, shipmate. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button. I'm led to believe that's got something to do with an algorithm. Oh, we still got the Canadian flag flying. Shipmate there did an excellent job of bringing on a flagpole, or as one of our other shipmates, I think it might have been Elizabeth Leeper, was saying that maybe they used a walking stick, which I thought was a genius idea. Red Osprey is now stationary, going backwards. Oh, big blast of smoke from the chimney. Maybe they've got the second engine started again.
Just over that, we'll receive traffic update, Emerald Princess, Bourne Channel, outbound, clear channel. 3 odds leader, 31 berth, underway now, outbound, over.
Yes, that's prolific. Are you happy for us to proceed in the channel following Emerald Princess out? Over.
Yes, you may follow them.
Excellent Spanner Hades, yes, it's a 22-hour shift for each red funnel ferry. There's barely enough time for the engines to get cold before they're started up again, is it? It's looking so far, Red Osprey is still going backwards. I thought that big puff of smoke was a good sign. I'm wondering if perhaps it's not a good sign. Perhaps they can't get that second engine started. And now they're just slowly nudging their way back up to Southampton. Happened to catch one the other day. They had to send out one of the tugs, the Why Not tugs. The Mayflower ferries have two engines, one at the front and one at the back, or can't quite work out which end's which, if you ask me personally. But they have two engines on board, so when they lose one engine, they do lose quite a lot of control of the vessel. Excellent span of Hades. They do an average 7 trips a shift. Also, I wasn't far out when I said 8 then, was I? It was only sort of an estimation in my head. Well, Nicholas Source says, how do you know which end is backwards? I don't know. This is the question I've always wanted to ask. I'm going to try and get on board one day and get the answers from the bridge team. I think there must be a certain direction that's forwards and backwards, but I don't know. If you're going to the Isle of Wight, obviously the front is forward, and if you're going to the mainland, the front is the other end. So I'm not sure. I'm sure there's some sort of technique they've got. In fact, one of the shipmates suggested that I film myself building a Lego model of the Mayflower ferry on the Mayflower ferry during the passage, which is about an hour. Let's see if I can build that Lego model in time. So I've been looking into it, so I think I'm going to try and arrange to do that at some point. See if I can live stream it and then auction the model off at the end, maybe for the RNLI. Definitely not a lot of movement there.
Red Osprey, Southampton BTS.
Oh, I can't pick up Red Osprey.
Southampton BTS, Osprey, go ahead.
Traffic up down the Clear-Eyed Spirit, underway now, 31 berth outbound, over.
That's all we said, thank you. Yeah, we'll when we see it coming, we'll push back outside the channel. We have got our other engine back, just for your information. We're just testing it now.
Okay. There we go. That's the answer. They have got. That's what that big black puff of smoke was. They fired up the other engine. They need to run some tests or something. CS20 says, look which way the cars are facing. It's true, yeah. So the cars are facing towards the Isle of Wight. So she is going backwards at the moment. Probably drifting with the current. Shipmate says the sun's breaking through cloud. I noticed that. It's a little bit brighter over the Isle of Wight. Well, shipmate Philip at Radford. Spanner Hades says the bow of his points towards Southampton. There we go then. That's the solution. If they turn the ship round, all havoc will break out, won't it? No one will know which way it's going, what's left and right, what's port and starboard.
VTS, Red Jet 6, shortly away from Town Quay.
Jet 6, that's all received. You can see sea line there. Mentioned the ocean dock. Red Osprey by Lanes Lake, just holding station while they do some tests.
All copy, thanks.
Shipmate Buller says, wonder if they're waiting for the RAC. Well, there's something similar on the water. It's called Sea Start. It's an annual subscription service. You pay your dues. Then if you break down on anywhere in the region, in the Solent or on Southampton water or in the various areas, they whip out on their little rib and they'll tow you back in. So that's called Sea Star, but I think it's meant for smaller vessels. I don't think it's meant for red funnel ferries.
Clear channel. Triage leader underway now, 31 berth outbound. Over.
Yeah, they're both copied, thank you.
Southampton BTS, one recognition.
Well, shipmate Philip Bradford asking if they've missed Celebrity Apex. Yes, you have, shipmate. She's just gone off our screens a couple of minutes ago. She's heading off to sunnier climes, potentially a bit of wind. And we are now looking at a broken down Red Osprey. Apparently she might be working. And then this is the Emerald Princess, who's heading off to the fields. Shipmate James Dawson says we have RCR on Inland Waterways, River Canal Rescue, and they take hours to get to you. Of course, the maximum speed of 4 miles an hour. Wherever you are, they'll be there next day. Surely it'd be quicker just to run down the towpath, wouldn't it? Shouldn't it be an electric bicycle or something that just whizzes down the towpath and then chap can jump on board? Probably tow you with an electric bicycle as well.
Ocean State BTS, that's all received.
Not going anywhere particularly quickly. Let's have a look to see if I can change something a second. I can. Oh, good. That's handy. I'll do that. There we go.
Southampton BTS, Red Osprey.
Oh, Red Osprey again.
Red Osprey, Southampton BTS.
Yeah, afternoon again. Unfortunately, we've lost our engine again, so we're going to have to head back to Southampton. It's our forward engine, so we're okay for steerage and everything, but we will be heading back to Southampton.
Red Osprey BTS, that's all received. Triage leader, 35 berth now outbound. Merce Newark's coming into the upper swearing ground, but she still needs to swing. Over.
Oh, thank you.
Oh dear. A broken engine. I wonder what the problem is. Well, shipmate Neil Collins, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Some dark looking skies in a distance, isn't there? There are 2 more cruise ships later this evening, but unfortunately I'm going to have to go somewhere else very promptly. So won't be able to cover those departing, but they'll be on our cameras, so you can still watch them departing on the cameras. Tomorrow we have 3 cruise ships departing tomorrow.
Good day, Southampton BTS all received. Traffic update, UKD Bluefin at the Nab Spoil. Once they're finished, they'll be back inbound, over.
Tomorrow we have the Norwegian Prima at 5 o'clock, Avia at 5 o'clock, and Regal Princess at 4 o'clock. Then Monday, we've got 4 ships on Monday, which is unusual. The Norwegian Star, the Disney Fantasy, and Independence of the Seas all at 5 o'clock. Then a good bit of galley break time there. Then at 8:30, it is the Ada Perla. She should look quite pretty, covered in lights, the Ada ships.
St. Barlow, Southampton BTS. St. Barlow, Southampton BTS, all received.
Florida Spirit, the Red Osprey. Good afternoon.
Well, shipmate James Dawson has come a member. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Grab yourself a mug of grog down in the galley and make use of our channel member benefits.
Red Osprey BTS, he's probably on 7-4 with the tug.
Yep, not a problem, sir. I was just going to advise him that we are slowly creeping back outside the Reds to let him pass.
All received.
No.
Grand Phoenix BTS, that's all received. No immediate correction. Red Eagle, leaving cows now inbound, over.
Well, Red Osprey's nipped off. She's poodling along slowly. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. We're back tomorrow with 3, back on Monday with 4. I'm not going to be able to cover the last 2 departing. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. And if you are a member of the channel, a subscriber, a Patreon donor, a PayPal donor, many thanks for all your support. If you haven't subscribed, just hit that button. It's free and it's much appreciated. And of course, I couldn't do this without the Blue Spanner crew, who not only look after this live stream, but all the other live streams. So now, unfortunately, the captain's got to make haste and run away. So, till next time, shipmates.